Indian economy is becoming strong day by day and creating wealth in the form of infrastructure, employment generation, agriculture production, exports. Everything is going in fast way, improving very fast. What is affecting Indian economy development? Let us see by which are the sectors affecting as Indian economy, which are the issues to be considered for fast and strong development of Indian economy. Three economic issues could individually or in combination emerge as potential political crisis points in the near term. That is, first one is uncontrolled social spending. Second one is unchecked outflow of foreign capital amid increased exchange rate. Because of withdrawal by foreign portfolio investors, their investments from Indian market, the pressure is being on dollars foreign exchange rate compared with India. Indian rupee value is diminishing because of demand increased due to withdrawing of foreign portfolio investments. Next one is high rate of inflation. Of course, compared to other countries of the world, Indian inflation rate is somewhat low, but it should be controlled to regulate, to make the Indian economy strong. What Indian economy requires to become strong economy? Discipline in financial viability in each state, not just political wishes. So, entire India, central and state governments need financial discipline, economic discipline to have surplus in their budgets. Increased borrowing, uncontrolled expenditure collections prior to the pandemic years were the main reason for decline. Over borrowing was also one of the reasons for affecting Indian economy becoming strong. What needs is committed expenditure, means what needs is to meet the committed expenditure, that is interest payments, salaries, wages, and leaving at almost no headroom to do anything. Means the administrative expenditure is causing higher administrative expenditure, committed expenditure is causing effect on Indian economy by reducing the surplus or not having surplus. But the pandemic situation has justified the higher social expenditure, especially on health sector. Otherwise, the casualty should have been more. Because of the higher social expenditure, the casualties are reduced in India because of COVID. What needs to be done to rectify, to correct the economy is to reduce inefficient subsidies if they are not reaching the targeted population, and to reduce the subsidies if their cost of recovery is negligible, to reduce the subsidies if they continue to reach those who no longer need the benefit. Means when the social welfare scheme benefit reaches to the needy, it is okay, it will help to help them personally as well as to make them strong. But when it reaches to the person who is not eligible, then it means the diversion of funds. That should not be allowed to be. The social welfare scheme benefit should not reach the people who are ineligible. If the subsidies leads to misuse, pollution, theft, wastage of the sort of usually associated with, that also should be discouraged. And one more affecting area is power. Unmetered free power is also affecting, means indiscipline in usage of power, billing of power, consumption of power. That should be restricted. What should we do? While focusing on running welfare schemes efficiently, the question of affordability cannot be set aside. Means the affordable people need not be reached with the social welfare scheme benefits, whereas for the eligible people, if the social welfare scheme benefits reaches the eligible people, It will add definitely to the welfare of the state as well as strong economy by making the people sufficient, self-sufficient, independent, and also for developed future, for their better future. Another thing to be taken care of is states with poorer fiscal indices will have to think again for political decisions. Means whatever the social welfare expenditure has to be rethink the states which are having poor fiscal balances. One more affecting area is growing import bill owing to rising in oil prices. Because of war between Russia and Ukraine, the oil prices increased. Because of increase in prices, more has to be paid for the same quantity, and that is increasing. And also demand for oil is increasing in India because of more automobile, more usage of more vehicles, maybe commercial or personal. That is resulting into more demand for oil, and that is increasing not only the demand but also the price, enhance the price as well as increase the price, and that is affecting the Indian price, Indian rupee value against dollar. This is the time to push for higher expenditure, higher exports. India should concentrate more on increasing exports, especially in the sectors of agriculture, food products, software services, pharmaceutical services, pharma sector, chemical sector, and manufacturing sector. So whatever the scheme, government introduced a scheme, PLI, Production Linked Investment Scheme, should reach the efficient one and encourage the efficient entrepreneurs. What we need also, Indian economy needs import substitution. That is, domestic availability of the goods imported also can reduce the import bill and the import, and that those sectors also can become exporters to avoid hitting the Indian rupee value against dollar. What we need to do is ensure availability of edible oil, another politically sensitive item that is largely imported in sufficient stock, and keep its price within manageable limits. Another important imported commodity is edible oils. That India is importing huge quantity of edible oils from other countries, and that is, if the oil palms are improved in India, oil production, that will improve edible oil production, that will reduce the dependence on imports. Another step needs to be taken is a serious reality of check on the economy. Set up crisis management groups that meet regularly to assess the situation and work beyond short-term crisis points in some ways. Means it is better to set up crisis management teams to reduce the burden on foreign exchange and also to improve the Indian rupee value against foreign exchange, that is dollars. It is time for competitive politics to step back and provide a competitive space for better, more prudent economics. So Indian economy should shift from Indian attitude, maybe political, commercial, individual attitude should shift from competitive politics to economic development based politics. So that is the need of the hour, that then only Indian economy will become more strong, will ensure strong future, better future for Indians.